Hello and welcome to this week's Q&A. I thought I'd do something a little bit different this week. I'm going to introduce a very special person, and this is my wife, Rachel Phillips. You gonna say hi?
Hi.
As you can tell, she's very, very nervous. So, because I tried to film a video yesterday, and unfortunately, I took a tumble, which didn't film, but I'm gonna try and edit the video as best as I can and put that out so you can at least see what I did eventually film, so you'll have a partial video.
You went roly-poly, dunno.
What I say?
You went roly-poly, dunno.
Yeah, I went roly-poly. So you're going to have a partial video put out, and you're going to obviously have this video out now. So my wife had a brilliant idea of doing a Q&A because a few people which subscribed on Instagram and Facebook have said they'd like to know a bit more about me and my family. So we're going to start off with the wife, who's got a few questions which she wants to ask me first. So take it away, Rachel.
What made you actually start Pit and Piston instead of talking about doing YouTube?
I think my reason behind starting Pit and Piston was just because I wanted to get out and about. I did, because I spent so much time in the house, I didn't really go anywhere. And I wanted to just do something which maybe in the future I could involve you and the boy, possibly.
Did you ever think the channel would become more about your life and family than just cars and travelling?
Despite the name being Pit and Piston, everybody assumes it's going to be a car channel. The actual meaning behind the name I will explain later, but it's always meant to be a range of things, from travel, which was predominantly going to be the main thing for the channel, because I was obviously going to convert the Rifter into a micro camper until I realised I was way too fluffy to fit in it. You don't want to say fluffy, do you? What do you want to say?
Well, just fluffy.
Okay, fluffy. She's being polite.
Yeah.
But now, as time goes on, it's obviously going to involve more the family. It is, because they are a massive part of my life, and that'll never change.
What's been the hardest video you've filmed so far?
Wow, now we're getting difficult. I think the hardest one for me was the video where I went to Barry Sidings, because that video I just did not want to do. I was struggling emotionally after our boy being ill, and it's a place that obviously reminds me of my father, who's no longer with me, and it brought up a lot of emotions which I didn't really want to put on camera, but at the same time, because I promised to myself, to my wife, and to all my subscribers that I wouldn't hide anything. I want to just not show the positives but the negatives, that YouTube isn't all sunshine and rainbows.
Let's see. If money was no object, what would your perfect Pit and Piston road trip look like?
Oh, now we're talking. My perfect Pit and Piston road trip would have to be all the way to Scotland, it would. Now, everybody would assume I'd want to do the NC 500, which, yes, parts of it I would definitely include into it, but I've watched so many other people do the NC500 now on YouTube that it's absolutely amazing, but I kind of feel as if I've already done it because there's so many amazing content videos out there. So for me, I would still like to go to Scotland, but I'd like to go to the more rural parts where people don't normally go, so it's more isolated. But if it was going to be a dream video and money no object, I'd probably try and organise to take along another another YouTube van lifer with me. And that would probably either be Darren from the Urban Motorhome, Brendan Explores.
Yeah, Brendan.
Brendan, he's a legend, yeah. Or it would be Neil and Emma from Urban Van
I like
Life.
them too.
They are fantastic as well. So yeah, if money was no object, that would definitely be my dream video. Next one, sweetheart. I think she got a bit lost then.
Do you still get embarrassed filming yourself in public, or are you getting used to it now?
I think that's an obvious question. I get very, very embarrassed. I do. Going out and about and filming, I feel like a right idiot. Because although I realise there are YouTubers out there that are older than me, they definitely don't look as old as me. So when I'm out and about, I do get quite a lot of looks. Because of where we live, we don't really see many YouTubers or vloggers out, do we?
No.
It's only really the famous girl in the valleys that does it. And she is brave as anything. I could not do what she does. So fair play to her. But yeah, I get nervous all the time, and I don't think that's ever going to change. I think I'm just going to have to learn more coping mechanisms.
Cat. Are you going to get a camper van or motorhome for the channel?
Ooh, this is a dishy one, isn't it?
We've had talks about this, haven't we?
Yeah, we've had talks about this, but I'm not going to let on too much, I'm not. There is definitely a hope on the horizon that I'm going to be getting some sort of vehicle. I'm not going to go much further than that. The only thing that I will say is it is all down to finance. If I can get the finance application through and approved, in the next few weeks, maybe 2 months, there might be a nice surprise coming on Pit Piston for you all to see.
What's one place in the UK you really want to film but haven't got around to it?
I think that kind of links back to the Scotland one I'd love to film to. But if I had to pick somewhere else, a place that's really close to mine and my wife's heart is West Wales, Tenby, Shropshire, Pembrokeshire area. I would love to do a video down there, I would, because there's lots of memories that I could share with yourselves and my on YouTube of me growing up down there, and loads of little memories that would be really, really interesting, and that is something I'm definitely going to do once I get a chance. I think you'd probably like to tag along for that one. What do you remember about West Wales, babe?
Oh, it's just the people, and it's just beautiful down there.
And what was your favourite memory about West Wales?
I've got too many.
But if
memories.
you really had to pick one, I know one which you definitely would pick. And I'll remind you roughly, it's the church and the guy, Len.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to tell him the story?
It's just the old guy, wasn't he? It was the what were they called? Boot sale.
Yeah, boot sale.
And every time we went there, he always gave us something for the boy.
Yeah.
And he's lovely.
He always remembered us every year we went down. It didn't matter how long it had been. He always remembered us, and he'd always give us something for our lad. And he used to make homemade jam, and one of the nicest gentlemen you'd ever meet. I so hope he's still around now and doing it. He must easily be in his 70s, 80s now.
Yeah. This is a weird question.
Oh, lordy.
Have you ever nearly packed YouTube in because you thought it wasn't worth it? Yes. Yes, 100% you have.
Okay, you answer that one then, your way, and then I'll answer it my way.
It's been many times he have said to me, it's not worth it. With some of your videos, where they're not going out properly, I don't really understand YouTube. You just put it, not down on it, but you think, oh, it's not worth it. The fall yesterday, you was the same. Your confidence is going, but you need to do it more.
She's 100% right. I get really frustrated that all the work I put into the videos doesn't seem to be shown in the views, which I understand is early days, but I do get a little bit disheartened. And then obviously yesterday taking the fall did really knock my confidence. But I am still going to stick at it. Obviously, I'm filming this video now. I think I've just got to realise that with my health conditions, I might need to get myself a better walking stick, one that's a bit more solid on grass. And just be a bit more careful generally, isn't it, sweetheart?
Yeah, and when you're out on your own as well, you have to be careful.
Yeah, definitely need to be more careful when I'm out on my own. Next one, sweetheart.
What's the biggest thing your viewers don't see behind the scene?
Right, it depends on how honest you want me to go honest now. If I'm being ultra honest, it would probably be the amount of times I retake videos and how many hours I'm out and how many times I redo the same clip and how frustrated I get editing stuff. But then from a personal point of view, the biggest thing I do struggle with, and the wife will agree here, is I really struggle to push myself to go out and film in the videos, because not many of you will be aware, apart from the people who know me personally, as well as me being in ill health, my wife is disabled and my son is disabled. Sorry, our son is disabled. And one of the things which I struggle with is confidence, but going out and leaving them with the carer, because I feel as if me taking time for myself is wrong. Like, I need to be around them all the time to give them the best care. So that is the one thing which doesn't come through on the channel, hopefully, but I do really struggle with behind the scenes, is just the sheer husband
to shut off as well.
Shut off the husband guilt and the father guilt. Yeah. Next one, baby. Last one now on me.
What's been your favourite video so far? Can I say this?
Go on then.
Is the one where you got you put the bed in my car, the blow-up bed, tried to stay there night time, but trying to get down onto the bed, you just fell and like slid it down, and it was so funny. But also getting up, I wish
You wish I had let you record it.
yeah, it was so funny.
Yeah. So she loved the micro camper episode of me trying to get in and out of the vehicle. She's rocking. Ironically, that was not my favourite episode because my back
That was really good.
my back was in bits for days. It was. My favourite episode, ironically, was Barry Island, which I didn't expect it to be, because that day started out with a full-blown panic attack in the car. That meant I was in it for 45 minutes before I even started filming. But what made that episode so amazing, and I gotta give a massive shout out, is the cafe I went to, Whitmore and Jackson. The food was incredible, but that's not what made it. I got speaking to a lovely lady in here, and I never got her name. I didn't. So she's watching. Thank you so much. She was sharing to me her story about how she'd moved to Barry and about her lifestyle and all that, and about how she overcome anxiety and people treating her in a certain way because of her differences. I need to keep that general because it's not my story to share. But it was so lovely of her to speak to me and to actually help me when I was struggling that day, and to also invite me in to film. It really, really meant a lot. So that day went from being one of the most negative days I've had in a long time to ending on a real positive. And it was brilliant. It was.
That was a good video.
I really enjoyed that video. It was. Now, that's all the questions that have been for me. Now we're going to turn the tables and chuck Rachel in at the deep end. I have questions for my wife, so this should be fun. Right. Remember, you got to make sure that they can hear me read the questions. Right. Oh, Lord, this is like an investigation into me, these questions. What did you honestly think when I said I wanted to start a YouTube channel? Oh, sorry.
I was happy because I knew it would get you out of the house, get your mental health better while going out. But I was proud of you for starting something new, but I was also scared at the same time.
Oh, that was better than I thought. I gotta be honest, I thought she would have said something really Rachel-like, and Rachel is very brutal and blunt. I thought she would have come out with something like, "You're too old to do that."
I haven't finished yet.
Oh, what are you gonna add now? Right, here's the next one. What am I like before I go out filming? Am I calm or an absolute nightmare? Oh, do I need to cover my ears?
No. Well, do you want the honest truth?
My channel's all about not hiding the
You're
truth.
a nightmare before you go out. I have to remind you to do certain stuff before you go out, like charge your cameras, charge the microphones and all that. But apart from that, you are a nightmare before you go.
I'm anxious as anything, aren't I?
Yeah.
And I'm terrible.
Yeah.
And in my defence for the remembering to charge the batteries and stuff, my excuse is my medication makes me forget stuff, don't it? And that's not an excuse.
No, it's not an excuse at all. And I'm not saying about mental health. I know that. But you are a nightmare me before you go out.
Maybe I should join a band of Avenged Sevenfold. For the people who get that reference, you got a good taste in music. Right. Do you actually enjoy being involved with a channel, or would you rather stay behind the camera? This is the first time you've been on the camera properly.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying it?
Nervous and that, but I'm okay. I don't mind at all. Honestly, I don't mind at all.
You're doing brilliant considering it's your first time.
Yeah.
Babe, I'm proud
It
of you.
might be a while till the next one, but yeah, I don't mind at all.
You can come on as little or as much as you want, sweetheart. Right. What is the most embarrassing thing I have done while filming? I'm petrified what she's going to
I
say.
don't know. I can't think of one.
I should really leave this year because I don't want her to remember it. But if she don't remember, I'm going to have to bring it up just for the content.
No, I don't know.
The first time I tried filming, getting out of the micro
Oh.
camper,
Yeah.
I had to delete the footage because I stood up and my trousers and my underwear was round my ankles. And all you could see was a full moon and certain appendages hanging down like a bull in a field. And I will leave it like that.
Yeah.
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 So that was the most embarrassing thing I've done while filming.
If you said all years we've been together, there's so many, but yeah.
We're talking about filming, not while we've been together. Leave it there. That's for another Q&A. Maybe once I got 1 million subscribers. Right. If you could send me anywhere in the world to make a video, where would you send me? I know straight away where this is going.
I would send you to Hollywood.
And I know why she'd send me there, because she's had a complete obsession with Walk of Fame with the Hollywood stars, and she'd send me to take a photo of 3 people stars in general. It would be
Johnny Depp's.
yeah,
Robin Williams.
yeah. And your favourite singer?
Adam Lambert. I don't know if he's got one though.
If Adam Lambert's
But
got one, it'd
I'd
be
be
that.
happy for all of them.
Oh, you want me to walk the entire Walk of Fame?
Yeah.
You do realise I'm fat, don't you?
Not Sherlock. But there's another one I would send you.
What?
And there's a reason.
Okay.
Alaska.
Ooh. Now, I know the reason, but do you want to explain to them?
So I can have peace of quiet from him.
The reason she said that is because every day I wake up and all I say is, do you want to move to Alaska if we win a lottery? Do you want to move to Alaska if we win a lottery? That is my dream destination. If I ever hit 1 million followers or got the money together or a sponsorship and the carers together to look after the wife and boy, I would be on a plane or boat to Alaska, I would, to make the video of a lifetime. It is a dream to go to Alaska, it is. Do you ever have to tell me an idea is absolutely awful?
Yes. 100%.
I don't have terrible ideas.
Oh, you do.
Name one.
We've had disagreements about the name of the YouTube channel.
Okay, fair enough. The name of the channel was
It
one
wasn't Pit Piston, first of all. It was a different name, and it just didn't suit it.
No. Okay, since you brought up about the name Pit and Piston, we might as well go into why it is called Pit and Piston. Pit and Piston was a name we chose for the channel because we are both proud Welsh people, and as my wife likes to point out, she's 98% Welsh, and I'm only 93% Welsh.
Ha ha.
The other 7% of me is English, and the rest of her is a split between every other random country out there it is. So we are very, very Welsh. So and most of our background in my family is Welsh pit mining. It is. So to honour the miners in my ancestry, I wanted to call it Pit. But then also the fact that when I get a motorhome, I will be stopping off in different places. I will be making a pit stop. So that's where the pit in it came from. Now, the piston part of it is to honour my father. He was a real petrol head, weren't he, sweetheart?
Yeah.
My wife loves cars, and her favourite vehicle is a Ford Mustang. She loves the Mustang. I love...
And Mercedes.
I love vehicles as well, I do. But then, also, our motorhomes are also going to have an engine in them, which has a piston in them, because... without alienating anyone on a subscribers list, I can't stand electric vehicles. So unless it's a really good deal or someone gives me an electric motorhome, I would personally buy an internal combustion engine. So that's where the piston came from. So that's where the name Pit and Piston came from. It's a travel channel rooted in Welsh history, all about being petrol heads, engines, and travelling around the UK. Hope that wasn't too complicated, but that's the whole meaning.
I'm lost.
But that was the whole idea behind Pit and Piston. In time, if this takes off, we will hopefully have clothing. I'd love to have my own whiskey brand like King in It does, so that we can have a Pit and Piston travel, a Pit and Piston whiskey brand, a Pit and Piston clothing brand. We would love to do that, so then we can start helping more Welsh charities out there with our brand and putting it back into the community. Right, last question for you now. What's your favourite thing about Pit and Piston?
What's my favourite thing about Pit Piston? You just said it really is. It's about your father in a way. And that, because I loved him so much. I like that meaning to it.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I like about the channel, is about him.
It's keeping his memory alive, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
And that's one thing I will definitely be doing, should I ever get a chance to custom make my motorhome or camper van if I get one in the future. Not giving you any clues yet. I'm going to try customize it and put my father's nickname in it of Big Al. Everyone who lives in South Wales valleys will know my father as Big Al, and I would love to have that some way incorporated into the van, so that every time I'm out in it I can just look at it and be reminded of my father. Right, now we're going to have some fun questions. I'll hold the mic if you want me to.
Can you hold on?
Yeah. Oh. Who is more likely to get lost on a road trip?
Me.
Yes, definitely.
I panic.
Your sense of direction is terrible.
I panic if I go to somewhere new. Even though I sort of know my way, I still panic.
Yeah. This one's going to cause a disagreement. Who's the better driver? Me.
I'm a better reverser.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Who taught you to reverse?
You, but I'm still a better driver.
No, you're not. You drive an automatic. You drive a go-kart on wheels. You can't drive a manual. I'm a better driver.
I'm a better reverser.
Do you want to read the next one?
Who is more likely to overspend when you're away?
Yeah, I'm terrible. I spend way too much money. But in my defence, it's not normally on me, is it?
Well, some of it is, and you don't normally use it.
No, fair point. But my worst thing is that I cannot walk past a jewellery shop without buying my wife something, and I cannot walk past a toy store without buying my boy something. I'm terrible. Right.
Who takes longer to get ready?
Despite my very dishevelled look, I take very long time to get ready. But that's my anxiety. I gotta make sure my hair is right. I gotta make sure my glasses are right. I gotta make sure my beard is combed so there's no little white bits. I'll only wear the right black t-shirt, the right black trousers. I am very, very terrible at getting ready.
What's the biggest disagreement you've had over Pit Piston?
We've answered that. That's the name.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one.
Has starting a channel changed your family life at all? Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of given us a little bit more to talk about because we've been married now 16 years and together 20 years. So when you've been together that long from such a young age, because I'm only 38, I'm not saying my wife's age because she'll drop kick me or hit me with a crutch. You don't have stuff to talk about. So it's really nice now for me to go out, have a good day, and then she asks me, oh, what have I been up to? Where have I been? What did I have for food? Little things like that. Even though she wants to have a surprise when she watches the video on a Sunday, it still doesn't ruin it for her, and it still gives her stuff to talk about.
But it's also, it have helped. It
Bless
have
me.
helped us because you have always, before the YouTube channel, I've always stayed at home. You never went out. By starting this YouTube channel, I could see the mental health you have got is coming back.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a bit more personality back because not that I regret it, but my life for 20 years of being a carer, and I don't regret a day of it. I love my family to bits. I love my friends. I love my extended family. I do. My entire life have revolved around caring, and I would not change that for a day. And if I had to stop YouTube tomorrow and go back to full-time caring, I'd do it in a heartbeat. I'd miss it, but my family is life, and that'll never change.
Would Rachie ever take over Pit and Piston for a whole video? That'd be fun.
I definitely think that would be a great idea. I would have to go with her just to record,
I wouldn't know what to do, wouldn't I? But
because I know Rachel won't mind me saying she does have a disability when it comes to learning, so technology and speech and going out and about is very, very difficult for you, isn't it, babe?
Yeah.
You're a lot better than you were.
yeah.
So it'd have to be there, but I would definitely be interested in giving her completely free reign, and maybe we could set a subscriber target to do that. How many subscribers to get you to have a full video where it's just you?
I don't know, because I don't know YouTube, really.
Shall we set it low? Shall we say 5,000 subscribers? Yeah, 5,000 subscribers, and we'll do an entire day video where Rachel gets complete control of the video. Oh, I'm either going to end up on a cow farm or she's going to end up chucking herself into mud, because those are the two things she'd love to do.
Yeah.
Or she'd be chasing some hot firemen.
Yeah.
Right, what's the next one?
Last one, I think it will be.
Yeah.
What's been the funniest moment since starting the channel?
Although you didn't see it and you were worried about me, it's probably when I told you I fell yesterday in Caerphilly and I almost fell into the moat and I rolled down the hill.
I don't think it was that. The one I can think of is when you started the channel the day out the front, where we got a seat behind the passenger seat. You tried sitting in there, but it's so tiny you got stuck. And so trying to getting in was fine, but when you was getting out, you just couldn't. You were struggling. I find that was the funniest one.
Fair enough.
But
Fair
you
enough.
didn't have it all on camera though.
Right, because of how long this YouTube video is already going to be, there was questions for Kane, so we're only going to do 2. That's our son. So just pick 2 questions for Kane. Right. Questions about our boy Kane now.
If King could choose the next family day out for the channel, where do you think he'd pick? He'll go down
The
the
garden
centre
centre.
in Cardiff to see all the fish.
And the flowers and all the century lights and all that.
Or to the seaside.
Yeah, because he loves sensory stuff,
Yeah.
doesn't he? That's the one thing he's absolutely obsessed with, is anything to do with his senses because of his disability. He loves anything that smells nice or looks bright or
Any colours.
and he loves fish, he does.
Yeah.
Absolutely loves sensory lights and fish.
Yeah. What makes a day out work well for Kane as a family?
I think it's pretty similar to that. It's just making sure that it's as much as we can fit in for Kane in a short period of time, but sticking to his routine. Because if he's out for too long and his routine gets changed, he can find it very hard to deal with that. And he can have a meltdown, he can, and get quite upset. So we tend to keep his enjoyment of experiences quite short, so that he can still enjoy it, and then we can show it back to him in the future, and he still gets to enjoy time out with us as a family. Right, one last question now. You can ask anything you want, even if it's not on there, and we can either answer it together or I'll just answer it, sweetheart.
Would you ever do a 24-hour road trip challenge?
Depends on your definition of what a 24-hour road trip challenge is. If it's strictly to the wording, we're out from 6 a.m. till 6 p.m, then yeah, that's not a problem. That's pretty much what I'm hoping to do in the future, is go out, camp overnight, have some food out, go to the beach, things like that, or go to different areas. That's not a problem. But if you're actually talking about doing something and not actually sleeping, and for a full 24 hours doing something, that definitely wouldn't be something on the cards. Because if I don't get my 8 hours sleep on my CPAP machine,
Nightmare.
I am a nightmare the next day, because I will be falling asleep, I will be grumpy, I'll have a migraine. It just is not feasible. And then again, it also wouldn't be safe for me to drive home then, it wouldn't. So yeah, for me, staying out overnight, doing a 24-hour challenge, 48, 72 hours isn't an issue. It would just be if I could ever get a carer for you or for King to look after you while I'm gone.
Yeah.
That's that leads me on to another question, is how do you think you would cope the first time I do go away overnight? Because we've not been away from each other overnight for a full 24-hour period in 20 years.
I'd be nervous and worried for you. Like I'm always am. When you go out, I always worry about you. But I know you'll be fine. But yeah, it's just worry. But I know you'll be fine.
It'll definitely be an adjustment, won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you for tuning in. And
I
if...
got one more question for you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, for everyone.
Wait there then. What's it?
Just give Christopher any ideas on what the next video would be.
That's awesome. And if you liked this video, please like, subscribe and share to your friends. And thank you for tuning in. This is goodbye from Big C, Chris and
Rachel.
take care all.